Chapter 3, Suffixes. This chapter is devoted to the basic suffixes you need to know to master medical terminology. Because all medical terms contain suffixes, once you learn these, your vocabulary will increase dramatically. While reviewing the suffixes you learned in chapters 1 and 2, you learn many new suffixes here in chapter 3 as well. These suffixes, such as itis, meaning inflammation, and sclerosis, meaning hardening, describe abnormal conditions, while other suffixes describe diagnostic or treatment procedures, such as plasty, meaning surgical repair, ectomy, meaning cutting out, and graphy, meaning process of recording. All these suffixes comprise the core understanding of the terminology that will follow in the book. Pay particular attention to the appendices contained in the chapter. These include additional explanations and illustrations that will make it easier for you to remember the terminology. As you work through this chapter, you'll notice many of the suffixes have similar or even the same meanings. For example, the suffixes IC, TIC, AR, and ARY all mean pertaining to. Often, students ask me for rules to guide them in knowing which suffix to use with a particular combining form. Don't worry about that. Actually, your job is to identify and understand medical terms as they exist, and to recognize the suffix and its meaning in any given term. Let's begin Chapter 3.
Acute. Acute means sharp, severe, or sudden. An acute illness is marked by severe and rapid onset of symptoms and often a short clinical course. Adenocarcinoma. Adeno means glands. An adenocarcinoma is a cancerous tumor of glandular tissue. Adenoma. The suffix oma, O-M-A, means tumor or mass. An adenoma is a tumor of a gland. Some glands in the body where adenomas may grow are the pituitary gland just below the brain, the thyroid gland in the neck, and the adrenal glands located above each kidney. Adenomas are benign or non-cancerous tumors. Amniocentesis. Amnio, A-M-N-I-O, is the combining form for amnion, the innermost membranous sac surrounding the fetus. Centesis, C-E-N-T-E-S-I-S, as you recall, means surgical puncture to remove fluid. Amniocentesis is a surgical puncture of the amnion to withdraw a sample of fluid from within the sac. The fluid contains cells shed from the fetus as well as other chemical substances. These are analyzed and examined under a microscope to assess the health of the developing fetus. Anastomosis. An anastomosis is a new surgical connection between two previously unconnected structures. Angiography. Graphy means the process of recording. Angiography is the process of recording X-ray images of blood vessels after the injection of contrast material. Angioplasty. Plasty means surgical repair. Angioplasty literally means surgical repair of a blood vessel. For balloon angioplasty, a catheter equipped with a deflated balloon at the tip is inserted into a narrow or clogged artery. The balloon is inflated to clear the blockage and widen the artery. Arteriosclerosis. The suffix sclerosis, S-C-L-E-R-O-S-I-S, means hardening. Arterio is the combining form for artery. Arteriosclerosis, then, is hardening of an artery. This happens with thickening and loss of elasticity of the arterial walls. The most common form of arteriosclerosis is atherosclerosis, in which fatty deposits form and harden in the inner layer of the arteries. Arthralgia. Algia means pain. Arthralgia is joint pain. Do you remember that arthro is the combining form for joint? The O of the combining form is dropped here because the suffix algia begins with a vowel. Atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is the most common form of arteriosclerosis. In atherosclerosis, a fatty paste-like plaque collects in the interior of an artery. Axillary. Axillo, A-X-I-L-L-O, means armpit. The suffix ary, A-R-Y, is pertaining to. Axillary, then, is pertaining to the underarm or armpit. Bronchitis. Broncho means bronchial tubes. Bronchitis is inflammation of the bronchial tubes, which carry air from the trachea. Bronchoscopy. Bronchoscopy is visual examination of the bronchial tubes using an endoscope or bronchoscope. Carcinoma. A carcinoma is a cancerous tumor. Cardiomegaly. Cardiomegaly is enlargement of the heart. Cardiomyopathy. Cardio means heart. Myo is the combining form for muscle, and pathy means disease condition. Cardiomyopathy, then, is disease of heart muscle. Cholecystectomy. The combining form cholecysto means gallbladder. A cholecystectomy is excision or removal of the gallbladder. Chronic. Chrono, C-H-R-O-N-O, means time. Chronic is pertaining to a long time. As opposed to an acute illness, a chronic illness often progresses slowly over a long period of time. Colostomy. Colo is the combining form for the colon, the large bowel or intestine. The suffix stomy means creation of an opening. A colostomy is a surgically created opening from the colon to the outside of the body. Solid wastes leave the body through this new opening. The procedure is necessary when a large portion of the colon is removed and the cut ends cannot be reconnected. Craniotomy. Remember, tomy means incision. A craniotomy, then, is an incision of the skull. Cystitis. The suffix itis, I-T-I-S, means inflammation. The combining form cysto, C-Y-S-T-O, is the urinary bladder. Cystitis is inflammation of the urinary bladder. Dialysis. The prefix dia means complete or through. Lysis means separation. Dialysis literally means complete separation. When the kidneys fail and can no longer separate wastes, such as urea, from the blood, a dialysis machine must perform this vital function. Electroencephalography. Graphy, G-R-A-P-H-Y, means process of recording. Electroencephalography is the process of recording the electricity in the brain. Encephalopathy. Encephalopathy is disease of the brain. Esophageal. Esophageal means pertaining to the esophagus. Hematuria. Hematuria is blood in the urine. Blood appears in the urine as a result of injury or disease of the kidneys, ureters, bladder, or urethra. Hemorrhage. The suffix rage, R-R-H-A-G-E, means excessive flow or bursting forth. A hemorrhage, then, is excessive flow of blood. It is loss of a large quantity of blood over a short period of time. Remember to spell this one correctly. Hemorrhage, H-E-M-O-R-R-H-A-G-E. Hysterectomy. Hystero means uterus. Hysterectomy means removal of the uterus.